Earlier today, a federal grand jury returned an 18-count superseding indictment charging New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell and former New Orleans Police Department officer Jeffrey Paul Vappy II. They are charged with a series of fraud, obstruction of justice, and false statement offenses for their role in a nearly 3-year fraud scheme that we allege exploited their public authority and positions.
The mayor of New Orleans is accused of using taxpayers' money for her own personal use. Check this out.
The indictment alleges that for about 3 years, Cantrell manufactured opportunities to travel with Vappy to engage in personal activities at taxpayers' expense, costing the city about $70,000. And Cantrell and Vappy are accused of trying to cover up their relationship by lying, even under oath, and deleting WhatsApp messages.
A federal grand jury charged New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell with conspiring with her former bodyguard Jeffrey Vappy to commit wire fraud and cover up an affair for years while both were married. That includes allegedly charging city taxpayers $70,000 for Vappy's expenses during trips together. And Cantrell allegedly deleted thousands of WhatsApp messages and then lied to a federal grand jury under oath about it. Acting U.S. Attorney Michael Simpson says this prosecution isn't about Cantrell and Vappy's alleged affair.
Did you take pause at all about bringing criminal charges that at the heart are based on a romantic relationship, especially with the first woman mayor of the city of New Orleans?
To me, it's irrelevant that it's romance or that it's female. What is relevant is that it is an incredible breach of the public trust. It's an incredible betrayal of people's confidence in their own government, and it's a violation of innumerable federal criminal laws.
A 2018 state case in Tennessee also involved the first female mayor of Nashville spending the public's money on an affair with her bodyguard. An associate allegedly warned Cantrell about that in 2022, and she texted back, "Don't accuse me."
Now, the mayor's indictment is a summons, so Mayor Cantrell will not be remanded into custody, but will eventually appear for an initial hearing. The Home Rule Charter says the mayor can only be removed from office if she's found guilty, but she could also choose to resign. It reveals Cantrell testified before a federal grand jury 5 months before she sat down for an interview with Katie Moore. We were hearing that investigators had subpoenaed her communications, and here's what she had to say.
In terms of target, I don't know even what that means. So relative to any investigations, what I do is comply. And what I encourage all of my employees to do is to comply. We want effective government, and I want to ensure that we're doing everything the right way. So we welcome investigations, and we've proven that.
What have they asked for?
I don't understand what you're asking me.
Have federal investigators asked for any communications that are yours or anything related to you from City Hall via subpoena?
Investigations that are ongoing, and we're complying.
Okay, so you don't want to say?
I don't know what you're asking me. You're asking me, you're being inappropriate in terms of what you're asking me. But what I will say, any and all investigations that are ongoing, regardless of any agency, the city of New Orleans and me, LaToya Cantrell, will always comply.
And how is that an inappropriate question to ask what federal investigators have asked you for?
I'm sorry?
How is it an inappropriate question to ask what federal investigators have subpoenaed?
Because, first of all, it's in regards to investigations that are ongoing, and investigations ask for certain information, and we all comply, and we'll continue to do that.
I think she's just saying, kind of asked and answered it, so we can just...
Yeah, I mean, it's investigations and any and all. And the city of New Orleans and me as mayor will always comply.
But today's indictment alleges she did not fully comply with the grand jury subpoenas by failing to turn over thousands of WhatsApp messages that were manually deleted. Questions remain about her role in the federal case against building inspection company owner Randy Farrell. He's accused of bribing an unnamed public official, but his indictment makes it clear that public official was Cantrell. At this point, she has not been officially accused of any crime in that case.
The situation between the woman who took this infamous photo and Mayor LaToya Cantrell was mentioned about half a dozen times in her indictment.
She let me know where she was, and she said, wow.
And for Ann Bro's attorney, Justin Schmidt, it reaffirms claims made in their own lawsuit against the mayor about a year ago.
This was a confirmation to what we had suspected all along, and it kind of gave a few more breadcrumbs.
Last May, Bro snapped a photo of Cantrell and Jeffrey Vappy eating lunch together in the quarter while he was on the clock as her bodyguard. The photo quickly sparked a bitter legal battle between Bro and Cantrell. When the photo made it to media outlets, the mayor went to police and attempted to file a restraining order. Bro filed a federal lawsuit claiming the mayor published her social security number, an old driver's license photo, and a prior domestic violence arrest that was expunged after Bro was deemed the victim.
When we initially filed the lawsuit, we weren't sure exactly how the information came about.
Friday's federal indictment of Cantrell, which centers around her relationship with Vappy, doesn't list Bro by name, but alleges the mayor, quote, abused her public position to seek non-public information in support of and to obtain a temporary restraining order against a New Orleans resident who photographed and shared images of Cantrell and Vappy dining and consuming alcohol together. But how Cantrell got her hands on that non-public information isn't clear.
So there's still another actor out there that we don't know who it is, whether that's Jeffrey Vappy himself, whether it's a colleague or friend of Jeffrey Vappy that he had to do it.
Schmidt says he hopes authorities will have answers soon.
The mayor, LaToya Cantrell, is innocent until proven guilty. But she had to know that this was coming. She was warned about this. She was alerted that there was an ongoing investigation since 2022. But she continued to keep going. She knew what she was doing. I don't understand why these people in position, knowing that there's going to be a paper trail, continue to do the same exact thing as if they're above the law. It's because they've been doing this, and certain people they let go by, and certain people they hold it on. She was the one that had to get it held on her. Maybe she pissed somebody off. Maybe she didn't allow somebody to do something that they wanted to do, and they put the pressure on her by reporting her to the feds. Now she has a case, and probably she's gonna be found guilty. Most of the time they do, because of this paper trail, and they know that she was using taxpayers' money, allegedly. This is a situation that she put herself in, and she has to suffer the consequences. She ran around the city thinking that she was above the law. She ran around the city thinking that she wouldn't be caught or addressed for what she was doing. And now her time has come. I want you guys to leave a comment below and let me know how you feel about the mayor of New Orleans. Are you from New Orleans? Do you feel like she didn't help at all? Let me know. I appreciate all of y'all that rock with SBGB TV. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Nah.